ask for the truth on behalf of MaryCarol Canary concerning when will she see her grandchildren again. She misses them a lot and wonders what's going on here. Some sort of healing's needed here. Let's see what energy's knocking around now with these shaman cards as we ask in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth always. I'll move these shaman cards just to the side here and we'll just pull a few out and see what energies we've got. Let's pull 3 out here for the past, the present and the future. I suppose really you could establish what's been going on, couldn't you, in the situation by just pulling out the first card here that would point to the, I suppose, the recent past, which is a period of time between now and this time last month, isn't it? It's been the past few weeks or so. But let's just see what that reveals. We'll just flip the card nice and slowly, not to disturb any energy or anything, and we'll just see what this energy is. And Spirit has given us the energy of stripping illusions down, really. Just I suppose what was going on, I don't know about the long term or the distant past, but certainly what's been going on in the past was a bit of a, I suppose, I don't want to say delusion, but certainly you were sort of, it wasn't true in a sense, it wasn't reality to some degree, and those illusions were stripped down to reveal the truth of what really was going on, and you've had to do that in order really to, I suppose, join the rest of us on planet Earth, laughing and joking apart. But from a serious point of view, it really has been, I suppose, an eye-opener, or I suppose it's got an eye-opener, or you're seeing how the other half live, or whatever. But it certainly has. It's been an education for you in some regards. I want to see what's going on now, though. I want to just see what advice or guidance there is there for the inner journey, as you can see there. You notice how the letter R, I always focus on the letter R there, it isn't really the letter R, it's where the letter R came from. It's the rune Rado, which is physical movement. And it indicates, of course, in this particular case, inner journey, in the sense that right now you're on an inner journey. You're trying to find the destination. You're trying to find where you are in this situation, I suppose, is the best way, I suppose, of putting it. Stripping down illusions down to the bare essentials, so you can see things for what they really are, and not for what you think they are, or for what they want you to think they are. I got a sense as though this has been something where it's been a situation where people have been trying to make you think what the situation is. They want you to think that's what it is. And for you to find the truth out, you've had to strip down the tricks that they're playing on you, or the impressions that they're giving, maybe even the lies that they've been telling, even maybe. But either way, the inner journey, I suppose, right now, you're discovering maybe how much of a fool you've been for believing it all, and for playing along with it and falling for it, hook, line and sinker. and maybe by doing that, discovering who you really are in that sense, you can learn to start healing really from this, whatever this is. I got a sense as though you've been trying to do something in somebody's best interest and then they've not listened to you, or of course they've turned around and said, we've got our own lives, we don't want you interfering like this. And maybe they have a right to do that. Just as you have a right to express how you feel. You can offer advice, can't you? But of course, it's one thing to offer advice and another thing to impose your will onto other people. And sometimes this is what happens with the major religions of the world, isn't it? They try and impose their perverted, twisted sort of view onto everybody, and then we're all supposed to go along with it, even enshrining things in law where we somehow have to appease these vile ideologies regardless, and become virtual apologists for things that are wrong because the law says so. But sometimes, even if you're in a minority of one, if you feel you're in the right, then you have to stay that way regardless of what the rest are saying. I want to see what's going on in the immediate future, where this ends up, or what advice there is for you, what Spirit wants you to do, maybe between now and, I suppose you could say, the 18th, 19th of June, couldn't you? Really, and I suppose really, just to some degree, it helps to sort of work out what's true and what isn't. Usually the spirit of the lynx would turn up in other decks, but this one is discernment and that. Don't judge a book by its cover. Look beyond immediate appearances. But nevertheless, discernment, working out what is true, what isn't, and that's probably what it is. You've had to sort of break down the illusions. You had to so you know what's right and what isn't, and go on an inner journey to really, as we've discovered, to sort of work out where you are going wrong. Regardless of others being in the wrong, you've got to work out where you have been in the wrong to either believe it or to go along with it, and what you've been doing wrong to sort of fall for it. Yes, trust. It helps to have trust, but sometimes we have to use a common sense when making judgments. If it doesn't quack like a duck, it doesn't have a beak like a duck, you know, a bell or whatever, it doesn't flap its wings like a duck, it probably isn't a duck. But because everybody else is telling us that it is, it doesn't mean that it is, it just means everybody else is telling us that. Look beyond immediate appearances, and if he doesn't do all the things that ducks do, then he probably isn't. And this is what you're going to have to sort of learn from a metaphorical point of view between now and this time next month. It's just really, will you get your kids back, or in the sense of will you get your grandchildren back, or not back, will you see them again? They've been used as a weapon, naturally. They've been used as a weapon, keeping them away from you, stopping you to see them. For some reason, you're being punished or whatever, for some reason or other. You know what the reason is. And it's up to you to look beyond immediate appearances and see what's really going on. Why are they doing this? Is it a cry for help from them? Do they really want you to see them, but they're just having a cry for help from you? Maybe just keep your nose out a bit more and stop being such an interfering little so-and-so, and then we'll let you see your grandchildren when when you calm down a bit. Maybe this is the inner journey that you've had to go on a truth-seeking exercise. But either way, whatever this is, let's hope that it does. Let's hope that the situation gets healed, and let's hope that that when you've looked beyond immediate appearances, when you stop judging a book by its cover, and you see what's actually in the book by opening it up and reading the pages, then that's where the truth really exists. You can even go on an inner journey to read your own book, like you're doing now. But of course, yes, we know what's going on, don't we? So I think really it's time for a bit of healing and time to start the healing process. You've got between now and this time next month to get this on the go, to get this sort of get it kicked off, as you would say. So we'll wish you all the very best, and then let's hope that a few heads are banged together here, and let's hope that everybody sees a bit of sense, because we're dead longer than we're living, aren't we? But for now, these cards have spoken.